And we're live! Alright, everything is working.
Huzzah! It stopped being a butt.
Just like start my music now. Alright, and I can see the chat on my PC, streaming from my laptop. I also grab the link so I can share to social media. Copy. Okay. What?
Just saw a cute video of an 8-week-old lab discovering glass for the first time. Just being very confused. He's like, Mom, Mom? Then Mom's on the other side and he's just like, can't reach. Can I bite this thing? No, I can't bite it. And then it's like captioned with like invisible prey.
Hey there, Andrew. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Finally ready to go.
Oh, you need to do the exclamation mark after Avatar, I believe, Andrew, to change it.
Yeah, do exclamation mark Avatar.
Yeah, so.
I walk away from the selfish world. When this light.
I need to get something if we're going to be streaming.
Okay. Like water?
Yes. Need to get myself a beverage.
I will burn my dream. Oh dear. Okay. There we go. That's better. Oh, not this again. This was working fine before. I want a taper. Hello, Caddis Froge. Welcome to the stream. Oh gosh, is it gonna be... Please don't lag. Reaching maximum capacity. Identity. Get up on you. You down lost. Okay, there we go. That's better. Only believe that you
I am back.
Welcome back. Your TV screen. out easier to see. When's the next Pokemon stream? That is going to be when I raise up when I got $1,600 to be able to pay off this thing that I owe to the old apartment complex that is still trying to screw me over to this day, as if locking me into a smoking building wasn't bad enough when I've got a smoking sensitivity. And at that point, I'll be able to fix my computer so that I can actually stream games and be able to watch the chat at the same time.
For now, just get used to several art streams in a row.
Yep. Gotta love adulting sometimes.
Adulting. I hate having to be an adult.
Yep. So yeah, hopefully I can get some commissions so I can actually afford everything. But that place wants the equivalent of 2 months rent over there. Even though I left.
Though
yeah.
You've left and you left when your lease ended.
They're like, oh, if you don't pay, we're gonna send it to collections, and that's gonna affect your credit score. It's like, can you just stop trying to screw me over at every turn and go crawl in a ditch?
We have a Dem.
Hello.
Hey, Dem.
I just
I think I can reuse that hand position. I might move the head though. should be twisting like this. Maybe I will. Let's see here. I think I will keep it. Actually, I might actually just change the head completely. This is such a sad answer to this question, though, because the question that was asked was, what's your favorite video game? And her answer is just, whenever I can hide from my mother.
Oh. That is so sad.
Yet understandable.
Think that I'm sure of this and you know this.
We'll be right back.
Okay. No need to fear, it's time you been the trend. We might be any other day. I wanna waste another day. And we're just gonna make this a Nintendo Switch, or at least a Switch-like device. Because that makes the most sense. It would be the easiest to hide.
Yeah, definitely.
And let's just make these look kind of more like Wii controllers. That way, you know, it's a Switch-like device, it's not a Nintendo Switch!
No copyright here.
I mean, I am technically making a Miraculous Ladybug comic, but if this
You
was
get what I
actually
mean.
if this was actually set in the Miraculous Ladybug universe, they would have Switch-like devices, not Nintendo Switches themselves.
You get what I mean.
This carousel spins us round so much. Says you don't know should you stay or get off. It's only just begun. Welcome to this world, maze of life. I just realized the buttons are reversed. You know what? I think I might just keep those reverse buttons. Because again, it's Switch-like! That should probably be a bit bigger though. There we go.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Moving your storyline, all decided before the curtain rises. How does it feel to be in to fate so certain? How can you change anything in your life? Does it seem so? Okay. Oh, I forgot to set up my eraser. My textured eraser. I hope I can remember how I did this originally. This is for the making, but it is taken. Could carry on eternity. Oh, I can't. Okay, yeah, that's what I need to do. That's right. Okay. Can be okay, let's see here. That's not what I want. Shoot, how do I edit this? Texture pen. There we go. So this should act as an eraser. No! I want you to be an eraser! Why aren't you an eraser?
The final episodes of the second season of The Owl House hit Disney Plus in the US this Wednesday.
Yes! More Owl House! I want to set that to being an eraser. That just changes the icon. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, I know how to do this. Okay. Go to on my PC. Export the subtool. Save that. Go to Google Drive. Wherever I had Google Drive at. Oh my goodness, where is it?
Looking for your script.
Here it is. No, I am trying to transfer the eraser over to from my PC to my laptop. There it is. Upload that. Remember that.
Too bad your laptop doesn't have the cool cursor.
I know. I mean, I could always download it, but... Hello, tablet. I am inputting commands. Can you please register that I want to open another tab? Thank you! That should not have been so hard. So yeah, this is why I already know that it would be useless to try and stream games through my laptop, because if it can't even handle streaming Clip Studio Paint, there's no way it can handle streaming a game.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
I'm just glad the program itself isn't lagging, so I can still draw properly. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So, I was checking my books, like the website I check for books and stuff,
Mhm.
and they've got some stuff listed for April of next year. That's Little Mermaid related, like tie into the upcoming live action movie that'll come out in May.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like one of them is a prequel novel set before the events of the upcoming film. And I was reading the summary of it, and it looks like for the summary implies quite heavily that it looks like for the live action movie, Ariel's sisters are going to have different names than they do in the animated film. So it looks like she's just getting like a completely different set of sisters, which like I'm not surprised by, because I'm like, well, it's going to be a different. It's a live action remake, so it's completely different continuity.
Plus,
Like with
I can
Theo
understand why
added.
they might not want to hire 7 different actresses.
Well, no, she's still going to have 7. Like, there's still going to be 7 of them.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like it's just a different continuity. They're going to have different names, and they're like, let me get the. And it looks like they're implying that basically. So basically, the events are happening around Ariel's 15th birthday, so like a year before the events of the film. And it looks like in the live-action continuity, when the princesses each reach 15, they're given like their own kind of like area to kind of look kind of like be the protectors of. So I guess like, one princess for each of the 7 seas.
Don't like the positioning of those eyes. Try doing this on another layer so I can just move them as I want.
So yeah, there's basically a prequel novel for ages 9 to 12, and it's An original novel written by New York Times bestselling author J.L., inspired by Disney's upcoming live-action reimagining of The Little Mermaid. After the death of Ariel's mother, the Queen of the Sea, the 7 daughters of King Triton have grown estranged at best. It's been years since Ariel's older sisters have visited home, but this year's coral moon is fast approaching, and it's a special one for Ariel. Finally, 15, she will be dubbed the protector of her very own ocean territory as is tradition, and her sisters have agreed to visit for the celebration. But the ceremony is halted when Mala, one of the most renowned daughters of Triton, is abducted. The only clue to where she might have been taken is a hastily scribbled seaweed note which says, "What could have saved Mother could save me too." To rescue Mala, Ariel must work together with her siblings, travel to various seas, outsmarting dangerous ocean creatures, and delving into forbidden waters to find the truth of what happened to their mother. But as Ariel and her sisters begin uncovering new secrets about their family and their kingdom, Ariel will have to face the loss of a mother she never had, get a chance to know, and discover what it means to be both a good sister and a strong leader. And the clock is ticking because, as on the day of the festival, when the moon turns a true shade of coral, her sister will be lost, like her mother, forever. And that comes out on April 10th of 2023. And I'm like, I'm adding that to my wish list, and I will be telling family members about this book because it comes out just a few weeks
Before your birthday!
before my 28th birthday.
I
And
really
an
hope we
April
can make it to
baby.
Disney next year
We will
for your
see.
birthday.
Honestly, at this point, what I want you to be doing, you and Raven, is saving up money for the big move.
Yes.
So it may be that we wait to go until after the two of you
Go up to Canada.
move here. There's also another Little Mermaid book that's coming out on April 10th. There's like a lot of them coming out on April 10th, but a few of them are for like ages 3 to 6, and I'm like, not for me, but maybe I'll let my sister-in-law know, because she has a 3-year-old.
How does it feel
And
knowing that she's already 3?
I know, she was born in 2019, and to think that's already 3 years ago. To think she's already 3. To think she'll be starting like preschool next year. But then there's another Little Mermaid book called The Little Mermaid Guide to Merfolk, and this one's for all ages. And it's learn everything you ever wanted to know about mermaids and more from Disney's new live-action film, The Little Mermaid, inside this gorgeous guidebook. From Prince Eric's Royal Library, this beautiful guidebook deep dives into the legends and lore surrounding the mermaids and their world from The Little Mermaid live-action film. Learn more about the 7 seas and the mermaid princesses who rule them. Discover stories of sirens and sea witches, and come to know the legend of the Coral Moon. With gorgeous, full-color illustrations throughout, this book is perfect for any reader who can't get enough of mermaids.
Oh, so it's perfect for you. It's like I could do a more expressive expression for her, but it's just like, oh, games? Yeah, whatever I can hide from my mother.
Did she actually have to hide it?
Yes. Just so sad though. It's like even Adrian got to play video games.
A whole bunch of them.
Her mother is Chi-Chi. If you don't behave like a good little boy, Santa will bring you new presents this year. All he brings me are books. He brings you what you like. And what do you like? I like books. See, he brings you what you like.
Yeah, she was over the top.
Well, that
at
was
some point.
That was the abridged version, but yeah. Now I kind of want to do a Adriana and Gabriella version of that. If you don't behave like a proper young lady, Santa will not bring you any presents this year. All she ever really brings me is books. She brings you what you like, and what do you like? I like books. See, she brings you what you like. Hi Bola, welcome to the stream.
I mean, I like books, but it depends on the kind of book.
Yep. That's gonna be one of the nice things about once the move is done. We won't even need to buy you a Switch because you could just use my Switch Lite.
And I won't have to read you books over call. You can just borrow them yourself.
I'd probably still want you to read them to me because you know me and my attention span when it comes to books.
Well, yeah. No, but some of them are that I have are really short and can be read in an hour.
True. You got a shiny Alolan Raichu! You got the chocolate creeper, baby! You got the baby
Don't go
creeper!
crazy about it.
I love
You
Alolan
got the
Raichu's shiny!
Chocolate cream puff.
I love Alolan Raichu's shiny chocolate cream puff! Named him Potato? Potato? I mean, name them what you want to name them, but Potato? I guess potatoes, you know, depending, like, if you were to draw them to be cute, they could be cute.
Potato pancake.
Yeah, this is definitely a benefit that Twins Adriana has over Kitty Adriana. Twins Anna doesn't have to hide her video games. 'Cause Gabriel is like, yeah, okay, you know. It's like Gabriel doesn't care if they play games. Gabriella is a biscuit.
Mildly sad.
Gabriella is a worse parent than Gabriel.
We have 2 so far.
Where have you been? Searching all alone. Listening. And I said, never to know. Still yes, where have I been? I wish I should do. Should you name him cute? You've more like 7 Pikachu. 7 shiny Pikachus. Evolve all of them. Let me send you 7 Thunderstones.
Just an army of Raichus.
We should put together an army of Raichus and Legends Arceus. We should shiny hunt Pikachu.
Do you know how hard it is to... I mean, you do have the sparkles and the sound effect now, but oh.
You know what would be fun?
Shiny
Start up a
Pikachu.
separate save file, and then like have like fill up Pichu and Pikachu's Dex entry, and then just constantly reset the wild area until you get Pikachu hordes, and just keep shiny hunting them until you get all the shinies.
That sounds kind of crazy.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy, especially you, Nappa. Hey.
An army of purple steels. Just an army of purple orbs.
I love how you have Seal and you have Sfeel.
Mhm.
Although whenever I think of Seal, I think of that one scene from the original Pokemon anime where they all got hypnotized, and Misty and a bunch of other kids got hypnotized into thinking they were Pokemon, and Misty thought she was a seal. So she's just like, Seal, 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 Seal.
I just find it funny that a Pokemon that's supposed to be based off of like a seal then evolves into a Pokemon named Dugong, which, you know, a Dugong is an actual, like, the spelling's clearly different for the Pokemon than the actual creature. But I'm like, a Dugong is a real thing, and it's a cousin of the manatee.
Her hair's a little big. Oops, I don't want the eyebrows. Let's get rid of that. Yep. Pull the eyebrows out.
Really, the only difference in appearance between a dugong and a manatee is really the fin shape, whereas the manatee has that sort of kind of shovel-shaped tail, you know, very flat, you know. Whereas a dugong has a tail that is more reminiscent of like a dolphin's or a whale's. And I think manatees are usually bigger than dugongs in size.
Okay, that looks good.
Like, I think there are more subtle differences, but like the biggest way of telling the two apart is the tail. Where a dugong has a fluked tail, whereas a manatee's tail is kind of paddle shaped.
You were in his. Aww. Oh. Oh, that's a nice werewolf costume. I'm not a werewolf, I'm a furry. Ooh woo. Seize your candy wandy. Shut store. No, wait, I'm sorry! I think I actually did see that somebody made a mod for the new Werewolves pack in The Sims 4. That was, but that was basically, you could create other animals. It's like other werebeasts. It's
That's
like,
cool.
I would love to be able to make a werecat. It's like, let's make werecat. Although I don't have the money for the pack right now.
We gotta wait.
Yep.
I'm more interested in like a new location. Like the werewolf thing is cool. Like a new occult is neat. But I want to see like what the new area looks like. What like the new build buy stuff.
Oh, come on. Why aren't you letting me... Why is this not letting me do the space bar? Hello? Why are you not working? It's like I want to use the hand tool. So I can pan across the screen. me. Hello, Roblox Master. Welcome to the stream. You shiny? Yes. Yes, I've got shiny stream avatars thanks to Potterzilla.
So one of our friends was very bad today.
Oh?
He only got 20 minutes of sleep.
That's not enough sleep!
He got 20 minutes of sleep, then got called in to work. And then when he got back, we were all just like, go take a nap.
I took a nap earlier today. I was tired. And Dem was going off to see his friends. So I was like, I'm gonna take a nap then.
Naps are nice.
Because I have no reason to be up right now. And I only got 7 hours. So I got another. So I took a nap and got another 2.
That's good.
going to move this a bit further back. There we go. Well, now that's working. Need to go because now you have to sleep. Okay, have a good sleep and have a magical day. Or magical night, I guess. It's nighttime for you, so have a magical night! Dun, 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 dun. And her hand is no longer hidden, so I have to actually draw it. Okay, I did make that too. Okay.
Searching all along, confessing while I know, without the truth, without a sign, without grasping it. The question to be asked, where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter. I lost my sight, hiding both face and mind, afraid for you to know. I'm a shapeshifter. What else should I be? Please don't take off the mask, revealing the dawn. empty glass. Reflecting the sunshine. It's telling what's the beneath the mask. I'm a shifter. Apples masquerade. Heart in both face and mind. All free for you to turn. I'm a shifter. Chained down to the core. Please don't take off my mask. My place is tonight. I can't tell you, have to see me. Just a cage of bones, there's nothing inside. Will it always be burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a shapeshifter at Post Masquerade. I'm in both face and mind. Free for you to turn. I'm a shapeshifter. Have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask. My empty stands. What you watching? Fishy, what you watching?
That's not my audio you're
Oh.
hearing.
Damn.
You can hear that?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, someone was silent enough.
Just start hearing foreign language. It's like, you shouldn't be able to hear what I'm listening to because I have headphones on. But I'm literally just sitting here listening to anime music.
I'm actually considering making a separate Discord account so that I can stream music and art at the same time through Discord. Now for Plague. Move his arms. Let's just trace this just so I can keep the proportions the same. It's like, happy little Plague eating his cheese. He's like, he's fine. It's like, this is fine because he's got cheese. It's like, as long as Camembert's in the room, everything's fine. There's nothing wrong.
If you want to be a superhero, smoky cheese it is.
I think we're gonna keep his body position pretty much the same.
I heard that Hercules is a very popular name nowadays. You remember a few years ago? And all the boys were named Jason, and every other girl was named Brittany? I guess I don't need to trace that part. That wasn't the right thing. That was not the right decision. Water break. Water break.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a lot of water, and now I
Good
need to
water.
go. Yeah, and that was a lot of water, and now I need to go let some out. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Neomon's hanging out in the living room with his Uncle Raven.
No.
I confused him the other day calling him that. He's like, Uncle? And I'm like, yeah, because you're my best friend's boyfriend. And my best friend is like my brother. So that means you're like my brother. And since Leo is my baby, that makes you his uncle. So he's Uncle Raven. Okay. Now I need to turn up the stabilizer. Okay. It'd be nice to be able to get another update out finally. I'm actually thinking about, after this is done though, maybe going back and trying again at designing Starlight.
Oh, okay.
So I do want to actually finish her actual design. It's like I've got ideas in mind, but I haven't actually drawn out her costume design yet. I think part of it was that, I think what I got stuck on was, because she's got this sort of train around her waist, which is meant to be like tail feathers. Like, it's meant to represent tail feathers. But, like, I was trying to design it so that, I was trying to figure out how to do it, the waist part, because, like, do I have it as a V shape? How do I do that for Kitty Lumiere then? Because I wanted her to be able to combine it with the Cat Miraculous. But I'm also thinking that there will be a point in the comic where she will actually, like in the Twins comic, where she will actually borrow Adrian's Miraculous. Like he's sick or something, so he can't actually go out himself. So she's like, okay, I'll wear your Miraculous. I'll help your lady. But I was thinking that since she's not actually him in that universe, she would have her own design. Plus, it would also be fun to, like, take a crack at making my own Kitty Noire costume. So it's like, what if I actually did design a unique costume for Kitty? So I could also make it so that, that's just how that, that's so that her twins AU design would actually work better with the Starlight design. I still haven't decided if I'm just not going to use Honeycomb or not. Because, like, I have this idea of a retelling of Style Queen, where instead of Ladybug thinking that she's gonna give the Be Miraculous to Alia, and then that fails and she ends up giving it to and Chloe winds up finding it, but like instead she decides to give it to Adriana, and we get Adriana with the Be Miraculous. The reason I'm on the fence about that, though, is that kind of gets rid of everything to do with Queen Bee, because there's no way Ladybug would ever give Chloe a Miraculous on her own. But I could also say that, when Maledictator happens, she's like, okay, well, I am actually starting to see this other side of Chloe, and I know that she's got this whole thing with her mom. So, her dad's been akumatized. I need to ask Chloe, what exactly happened so I can figure out how best to de-akumatize him. Maybe I should go ahead and give the Be Miraculous to her this time. So that's another possibility. That way we still get Chloe's whole arc. Even though Thomas Astruck insists there was no arc. It's like, there was an arc. Oh, there was no redemption arc for Chloe. You guys were just reading into it. It's like, you put the text on the paper, and you expected us not to read it?
Probably.
There are actually times where it kind of feels like when he says stuff like that, it's also kind of an insult to the writers. Because, like, they'll have these great storylines and stuff that they do for an episode, and then somebody asks a question about it, and he's like, oh, yeah, insert insult here. It's like, you're kind of insulting the writers by saying that Chloe didn't have a redemption arc, because, like, that's kind of what they were going for. And then he's just like, no, we're not redeeming Chloe. I don't know where you guys got that idea from. Well, she doesn't deserve to be redeemed. Okay, would you like to tell that to Zuko? Because Zuko did some horrible things, but he still got redeemed.
Yeah. What he all did, not only to the main character, but mostly to his uncle, for example.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he did some really awful things to Aang, his friends, his uncle, all the people of the world that he would pass by. It's like, his crew. Like, Iroh even was like, try to understand where my nephew is coming from. But it's also like, it still doesn't... It's like, yes, you can understand a bit more of where Zuko is coming from, but that doesn't make the way that he was treating his crew right. Yes, you understand why he acts that way, but that doesn't make it right. But Zuko eventually realized what he was doing wrong, and he fixed himself. And we thought we were getting that with Chloe, but Thomas is like, no, she doesn't deserve a redemption. It's like, Chloe was a bully, but she never physically hurt anybody. Like, yes, she was emotionally abusive towards her classmates, but she was never in the mindset of, yeah, I'm going to kill these people.
She was just such a mean person that she got several people akumatized.
Yeah.
Sometimes even on purpose.
Did she ever get somebody akumatized on purpose?
No, she got herself.
Oh
akumatized
yeah,
on purpose,
herself, yes.
is what I said.
Mm-hmm. Although I think that only happened in Penalty, though. Which was after she already ruined her redemption arc.
Queen Banana as well.
Yeah.
So
Actually, was that intentional? I mean, yeah, she accepted it, but I don't think she was actually sitting there. I don't think she actually sat there waiting for Shadow Moth to send an Akuma. Not like in Penalty, because in Penalty, she actually says that, she rejects Sabrina's help and is like, I'm waiting for some... she refuses to call her father because she's waiting for somebody more powerful. So basically yeah. She's like, I don't need my daddy. I just need Shadow Moth to akumatize me.
yeah.
Lila, on the other hand, I feel like Lila actually has intentionally gotten people akumatized. Like, I feel like she was intentionally trying to get Chloe akumatized.
As I think it was kind of intentional with Oni-chan.
Well, that
Because she
didn't
said-
really
she just-
seem like
she
she was
just said it to
intentionally trying to
everyone.
get anyone akumatized. More like she was trying to show off that she's friends with Adrian and tick people off.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, she wasn't like intentionally trying to get anyone akumatized. That was just sort of a happy accident.
Side effect.
Yeah.
A side effect. Yeah.
I love it. Speaking of Oni-chan, though, I love Cat Noir's reaction when he hears Kagami's declaration of love. It's like, what? And then she sends him flying into the billboard of himself, and he's like, what are you so happy about? It's like, the show can be clever when it wants to be.
Just sometimes. The creative team is just. they fail to see that characters can be more than one-dimensional.
Which is mainly Thomas Astruck's fault. It's funny though, because when you go back to earlier seasons, there are actually times where they do portray Adrianette as being a lot healthier. Like, one of my favorite Adrianette scenes is from the second episode in The Bubbler. At the very end of the episode, because Marinette was trying to give Adrian a birthday present, but because she forgot to write her name on it, and she only is able to put it on like a sticky note, and then Natalie basically just got rid of the sticky note that said it was from Marinette and then gave it to Adrian saying that it was from his father. She decides not to tell Adrian that it's actually from him because because it makes her happy knowing that he's happy thinking that it came from his father. So she didn't want to ruin that happy feeling that he had, thinking that his father actually did care and got him an actual birthday present, besides just the lame pen that he's been getting for years.
Literally, his dad keeps giving him the same kind of pen every birthday.
Yep. Like, he actually tells
He's
Nino that...
collecting them.
Yeah, like, he actually tells Nino that that his dad normally gives him a pen. And that's what's making him so happy, is that his father got him an actual birthday present and not just some lame pen. So Marinette's like, oh, but he seems so happy thinking that it came from his father. I can't take that from him. And it's like, yes, that is what we need. Marinette putting Adrian first. Because that is love. That is what you do when you love somebody. You put their needs above your own. And it does kind of feel like that's what what we got with multiplication too. Where she's like, I'm not going to pursue Adrian anymore. He's just a friend. But then she finds out that his father let him quit modeling, and she's just so happy for him that she's like, oh my gosh, that's awesome! Even though I was ready to not talk to you just now, but oh my gosh, I just found out that you just said this awesome thing, and that's awesome! I'm so happy for you! It's like, yes! More of this, please! More of Marinette putting Adrian first. I'm just hoping that when season 5 picks back up again, we could see her actually starting to acknowledge that she likes Cat Noire. Because, like, I know a lot of people are just wanting reverse love square for the sake of having a reverse love square, but like, I really think that the reverse love square would just be so important for the relationship, because her falling for Cat Noire means that she's accepting that side of Adrian. Because that shows that, you know, she loves him without him having to be perfect all the time. So honestly, that was another issue that I had with Catwalker, is that it's like, oh, you know, he's just being perfect Adrian, and she falls for him right away. It's just like, can we show her falling for the Cat Noire side too? The part that likes to have fun and tell jokes? Because that was an issue that I had with Adragami, especially after Lies, is that she rejected that side of him. She's like, no, this isn't you. You're not silly. You're perfect. It's like, no. Nobody is perfect, and expecting perfection from somebody is just wrong in general.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And that is actually another scene that I do kind of want to draw as a gender bend comic. Because, like, I can't believe they actually allowed that scene where Kagami pushes Adrian up against the wall and tries to kiss him, and he's, like, seriously uncomfortable. It's like, no! That is so wrong! And if the genders were reversed, that would never have been allowed.
What happened?
Oh, there was a scene in the second episode of season 4, which is the episode where Adrian and Kagami break up, where Adrian and Kagami were waiting for fencing practice to start, and Kagami was showing Adrian that she likes to draw. So she basically just, she showed him that she likes to draw and said that her mother doesn't let her because she doesn't think she's any good. How Tomoe can even judge that with when she can't see is beyond me, but whatever. Regardless, so she's like, strike a pose, I want to draw you, and Adrian does one of his modeling poses, so Kagami's like, no, this is you, these are just modeling poses, show me the real you. So he does his Cat Noir transformation pose, and she rejects it, saying, no, that's not you, this is you when you're being silly, but that's not you. He's like, well, what if I'm me, what if when I'm being silly, I'm actually being me? And she's like, no, that's not you, you're perfect. And then, like, she's like, no, this isn't you, and she, like, does that thing that you see in, movies and shows where, like, the guy is, like, you know those, scenes where you got the egotistical guy and he sort of pushes the girl up against the wall and makes her really uncomfortable? And is, like, leaning in to try to kiss her, and you can see she's super uncomfortable? They did that, but it's Kagami is doing it to Adrian. And you see how uncomfortable he is, and she says, this is you. This is you being perfect. This is you. You're perfect. And it's like, there's just so much wrong with that. It's like, A, he is uncomfortable. She is putting him in this uncomfortable position. It's very vulnerable position. And she's saying, this is perfect. This is what she wants to see from him.
That's messed up.
It is. And if the show was gender bent, it never would have gotten past standards and practices. It's like, I did support Adragami before that, and then that happened, and is like, no.
You were like, no.
And then you go back and rewatch the previous episode, which is basically, the same episode, but from Marinette's point of view, while this episode is from Adrian's point of view. So it's like the exact same day. And when they were fighting Truth, Truth basically affects Ladybug so that she has to answer truthfully to any question that's asked to her. So they're like, okay, well, let's figure out a way to work around this so that, Ladybug can say her lucky charm and also preserve her secret identity. So Cat Noir comes up with this idea of, he's going to interrupt Truth whenever he tries to ask Ladybug a question. And one of the things he asked when he interrupted was, what are your top 5 things about Cat Noir? Top 5 favorite things about Cat Noir? And one of the things that she says is, but most of all, I really love his sense of humor. And it's like, she does like and accept this part of him. It's like, yes. And then the next episode, you find out, you see Kagami rejecting this side of him, and it's like, yeah, that episode is the main reason why I can no longer support Adragami.
Understandable.
Because gender does not matter. If it's wrong for a man to do it to a woman, then it's wrong for a woman to do it to a man. Reaching out for the truth, oh yeah. And it really is a shame that there are some people that just don't understand this. You're like, oh, but feminism and men do it to women. So you know, why can't women do it to men? You know, they deserve it.
Because it isn't right for anyone to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, just because a man does it doesn't mean it's right that he does it, and it doesn't mean that a woman should do it in return. You know?
It's like, oh, but men deserve it because they're awful. No.
It's like, don't make excuses for terrible behavior. Just, it's like, stooping to someone's the same level as someone just, it just makes you it's like doing it because someone else did it. It's like that just makes you as bad as the other person.
And honestly, you know, the conversation is actually reminding me of a clip from Teen Titans that crossed my dash on my Twitter feed this morning, where from the episode Trog, where Cyborg is talking to Starfire about the way Valior treats her, and he's like, so he's calling you a terrible name, and you know that if you punch him out for it, it just confirms all the awful things he thinks about you. It's like, it's kind of the same way, you know? Men, the men who do treat women that way, they treat them that way because, you know, they think that they are superior to women, and that women, you know, are just emotion bombs and all that. And it's like, if we do this to men, it's like, that just gives them more fuel to be awful. Again, that's not me saying that all men are awful. That's just me saying that, you know,
this is the society we live in, and we live in a world where this kind of behavior is reinforced by way too many things, you know.
That's why I hate seeing it when people try to, quote, defend Marinette by saying, oh, but Cat Noir does all this with Ladybug, even though she doesn't like it. It's like, okay, yes, Cat Noir is wrong for trying to force his feelings onto Ladybug, but that doesn't excuse Marinette's actions.
Yes, Cat Noir is in the wrong. That doesn't make Marinette's stalker tendencies okay. And I understand, like, people trying to be like, oh, it's just fiction. It's like, yes,
Just
it's
a
a
kid's
show
show.
aimed at a younger. It's a show aimed at a young audience, and a lot of kids learn core values and morals from the media they consume.
Yeah, but you can't blame the show for that. If a kid acts out, you can't blame the show for that, because it's the parents' job to teach them right from wrong. Except that Miraculous is aimed at a younger audience, and a lot of the kids watching the show have not developed to the point where they can completely tell the difference between fantasy and reality. these kids are looking up to Marinette as a role model. And the reason why it's so important to have these positive role models in media is because there are kids with bad role models, bad parents. And even kids that don't have bad parents still need positive role models in media, because that just reinforces the good behavior that their parents are trying to teach them to have.
Mhm.
When they see a character from their favorite show doing the thing, doing the same thing that their parents taught them to do, that just tells them that tells them, hey, my parents were right. This is a good thing to do. But when they see a character that they look up to doing something that goes against what their parents taught them, they say, well, how come my parents said this was a bad thing, but how come this character who's supposed to be good is able to do these things? Is it really that bad if this person's doing it? Because good things happened to them when they did it.
And yes, I do believe that parents should know what kind of media their child is consuming, and watch the shows with their kids, but they can't do that 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what if they temporarily leave the living room, to go into the kitchen to prepare lunch or something? And in those few moments they're gone, the kid sees, the character do something bad and be rewarded for it. Are you going to be mad at the parent for, feeding their child and taking their eyes off of them for like 2 minutes?
Okay, where is that break at? There it is. There we go, that's better.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Other than like the stripes that go across the shirt, Adrian and Adriana's outfit has the same colors
Not
as
exactly.
as Ariel's village outfit. The white, the black, and the blue.
Oh, yeah. Although, May and I noticed that Adriana, like her hair and eyes and and the fact that they both grew up, and her mother's personality, Adriana kind of relates to Rapunzel.
When will my life be?
Okay, where is... Oh no, that is... Okay, that's weird then. It's like how I actually made an Adriana color palette. So I don't have to color pick, I could just grab any color that I need off of the palette. I need to make other color palettes too, but basically I've got one for Adriana and one for Kitty Noire.
You need to make color palettes for all the other characters.
Yes. And I also left these blank so that I can keep all this organized.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized I don't like the positioning of this one eye. It's a little misplaced.
Let the doors began to open, what if the knots became untied? And if one day nothing stood in my way and the world was mine, would it feel this fine? 'Cause I got the wind in my hair and a flame in my eye and this horizon. They stand on my face, I'm walking on air.
We actually did do a scene in our original roleplay where they were riding bikes and Anna was like, I don't care that I'm out of breath, I am going to sing Wind in My Hair.
The wind in my hair.
And like, Rose was worried about her because like, it's like, kitten? It's like, no, I'm singing. I don't care that I'm out of breath. I am singing.
She called her kitten at this point already?
Yeah, because the nickname carried over from Kitty Noire.
I wasn't sure. Can't blame you, you did so much.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
The wind in my hair. I got a Starbucks place and I'm working on it.
Yeah, that eye position looks so much better. It was just way too low and close in. But it's better now.
No, I won't wait. You line between the winners and the losers.
I think I'm gonna go with, because the Nintendo Switch, you can get Joy-Cons that are different colors. So I think I'm gonna go with like yellow and green Joy-Cons, because I know that's a set that you can get.
Also, water break.
Water break!
Water break. And that's the end of my water. Gotta go get more. I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Oh shoot. Since I don't have flag on a color palette,
You need to search him.
yeah, I need to pull up another,
Reference.
yeah, I need to pull up a panel from the comic.
And I am back.
Welcome back.
Back.
Light the fire up in the night. The journey down the trail for a price. And here we go, we will stop the shining forever. Flag is like, I've got cheese. Everything's fine.
He doesn't need more.
All that matters is that he has his cheese. thought of something. Hey, Dem, do you have a 3DS?
I have a 3DS, yes.
Did you ever play the Persona Q games?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. So I was thinking that Persona Q2 has a labyrinth you probably wouldn't like. So in Persona Q2, the labyrinths are basically just different movie genres. And one of the labyrinths goes through the genre of musicals.
Okay.
I mean, granted, all the songs that are in it are just the characters are watching the musical play out in front of them. So none of the Persona characters themselves actually break out into song or anything. Like, it's just an entire labyrinth of musical.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, considering the backstory that they get through for the special character that's introduced in that game, yeah, it was a nightmare. But the kind of nightmare that makes you really feel bad for her. So you know how Persona is. They're on my level when it comes to torturing characters emotionally.
That is possible?
I mean, I do put characters through a lot. When it comes to writing character development, I am a sadist. Characters are not safe in my hands.
Emotional damage.
Characters are like geodes. If you want to see what they're made of, you have to break them. Hi, monkey. Oh. Oh, will you get off the keyboard, please? Thank you.
If he gets addicted to cat videos, you need to rename him to Suhan.
I do absolutely love the idea of Grandmaster Suhan just watching cat videos. Aww. It's like, give me love, Mama! I demand love! Go ahead and save this.
Everyone's the same. If you regret, reset the game. Not all the time in the world, but you may have potential. Show 'em what you're capable.
This update does seem to be done. Let's see here. You know what would be kind of fun, though it would take a long time to do?
What?
Kitty Noire transformation animatic.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
So yeah, I'd say this update's done.
It's gotta add the text.
Yeah. But I might just transfer this over to, yeah, I might just transfer this over to my computer, because it'll be easier on the computer. Also, I can go ahead and export the time lapse too. I might go get some food while I decide what we should draw next.
Okay.
So I still don't know what I really want to do next. I mean, Leo? Swear to Arceus,
no.
cat. So I probably could just do Starlight.
You could. Or you could shock everyone and do non-miraculous related art.
If I had some commissions in, I could work on those. I've had one person that seems interested, but anytime I ask them a question, they don't answer the question. Like, they asked me for a magical girl, and they gave me this really long acronym that I have no idea what this acronym means. And I asked them, what's the acronym? Are you looking for... Because, like, they were asking for the outfit, so it's like, are you looking for a costume design? Are you asking for a full piece? Are you looking for this to be on a specific character? And they're just like, okay. And they're just like, sure. I'm like, could you answer the questions? Because I can't work on the commission if I don't know more about what you want. And they're like, oh, okay. That's not an answer!
It's like, you're not getting art out of me unless you answer these questions. What I find annoying is when people, like, you'll have like a commission sheet, and then people still ask if you'll do something for free, and it's like, or you get the comments where it's like, it's really sweet that somebody would say it, but at the same time it's like, you didn't really need to, and they're like, oh, I'd commission you, but I don't have any money, and it's like, I'm glad you like my art enough that you would commission me if you had art, if you had the money, but at the same time you're wondering if they're trying to like guilt you into doing like a request instead, and it's like, no. At this point, I feel like at this point you've gotten to the point where you really only do requests for really close friends. Or in my situation, even if I did offer you money, you wouldn't take it. She refuses to take my money because she's like, no, you're my best friend. And I'll just, it's like, if I want to draw for you, I'll just draw for you. Though I do feel a little bad because like that you're in this financial mind and I literally cannot really help because I'm like, god damn, I need to pre-order books. It's like any money I have has to, it's like most of it's gonna go to paying for the pre-orders that I've already made, or it needs to stay there so that my account balance doesn't drop to 0.
Plus, I highly doubt you've got $1,600 just lying around.
I do not. I have like, let's see. Let's check my bank balance. I know I still have like I still know that I have to withdraw like 100 or something for the books that I pre-ordered that are left to be coming out. And it's good, so it's going to be like over the next course of the month. They'll take like, oh, you know, they'll take $22 or something, like whatever each individual book costs. So,
Wow, I can't believe it's still exporting the time lapse. I just got I just transferred over what I've got so far of Starlight's design. And it's not even, like, it's a third of the way done with exporting the time lapse, even though it's not really that long. Just another example of this laptop just not being as powerful as my desktop. I mean, I don't need a super powerful laptop for the most part. The laptop
and
is
plus
just,
the laptop is, laptops are always, you know, less than.
Yeah. I mean, for one
So
thing,
I
this
need-
is a hand-me-down from my dad.
Yeah.
I got this for free. I really can't complain.
Yeah.
And it is a bit of an older laptop.
Yeah. At the current moment, my available funds are $218.08. And I know like 100 of that is still needs to go to, you know,
Yeah.
books, and then there's the $4 for that the bank charges me every month to basically keep my account open.
Ooh. $4 a month?
Yep.
That's...
At the end of every month, the bank takes out $4.
That's not nice.
Oh, if I had a different type of account, they'd charge me even more.
I mean, granted, my card, my NetSpend card does the same thing. It charges, but I can choose to be charged $3 a month or $1 per purchase made with the card.
I think I could do something like that too, but it's just like, it's barely anything. It's, I know, like, in the end it does add up, but it's only $4 a month, plus I get like $100 from the government every like 3 months. So there's always money going back into the account.
That's definitely one nice thing about living in Canada.
Yeah, we have a thing a tax form that you can fill out. You do have to fill information out to get this benefit, but basically, if you make under a certain amount, ever like in your if your income is under a certain amount, you can qualify for a type of plan where the government sends you money every 3 months.
Mm-hmm. And since you have no income.
And since I have no income. And then there is also the fact that, like, I haven't looked into it, but I probably should.
Some sort of disability stimulus?
Yeah, just I could look into disabilities. Sleep pay, but...
I honestly should look into that too. With my foot and everything.
Yeah. No, I think I could qualify just due to medical reasons. One, my weak immune system, my irritable bowel syndrome, and then my incredibly flat feet. I have, like, no arch support, so I cannot stand for, really long hours, so I could not work, like, a standard 8-hour shift at, like, McDonald's or something where I'd be standing the whole time.
I know that feeling. And it just keeps getting worse. I used to be able to work a full 8-hour shift on my feet. And it just got to the point where I couldn't anymore. So when I was at Steak and Shake, I had no issues working on my feet, being on my feet that long. And then I went to Meyer and it started getting a little bad, but it was still manageable.
No, like...
And then it got to the point where I had to use the cane, but as long as I used the cane, it was still manageable.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've gotten to the point where my foot will swell up just from walking around the house too much.
No, my problem really started and has gotten worse since about 2015. Is after just like those, I think it was like the first 2 days at Disney were fine. But then starting on day 3, after even just an hour, my feet would be in so much pain that I needed to find like the nearest like place to sit.
Well, if you remember back when I was still at Meyer, like near the end of my time there, I was getting to the point where I'd already be in pain by the time I got to work. So I had that one day where I knew that I couldn't do it anymore because, like, I was on my way to work and I was already feeling so sore that I had to sit down as soon as I got to work. And I had to talk to my manager and say, look, I love working here, I really do, but I don't think I could do this anymore because of my foot. And I left on good terms and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They knew I was a hard worker. In my current job, at the very least, you know, I don't have to be on my feet. And I can work from home. Which is also good because with my ADD, I really shouldn't be driving. It's just too easy for me to get distracted, which is dangerous. Even if I'm not messing with my cell phone or talking to anybody, my brain will still wander and won't be focusing on what I'm doing, because driving is such a monotonous task that my brain is like, okay, well, what else can I be doing besides just focusing on this? Which is just dangerous. Oh my gosh, hurry up! I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Okie dokie.
And probably put some food in
Hi.
too. Probably should have done that earlier. Okay, it finally finished rendering. And I've got food in the microwave.
That's good.
That's good.
Now let's see here. This is panel number 38, 39. And turn off the time-lapse recording. Yeah, that's going to be way too difficult to see. Alright, I will be right
I
back.
don't know why I just had this idea. I'm not even in the fandom.
What?
Miraculous medieval AU.
Alright, be right back.
Okay.
Okay, another 3 minutes.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this in pink.
Make it easier to see.
Yes. Then I can and then I can just erase everything and start over. I do really love this mask though. Oh. Here's the microwave. She says while continuing to draw. Alright, be right back.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Alright, a few more minutes. It's almost done. I do kind of love this idea, though, of the feathers. Like, as time runs out and she's about to change back, one feather will disappear for every minute.
Well, that's a cool idea.
Didn't you do this already? Or how was it with your idea?
This was my idea. Like it's already, like, we've already established it in the roleplay and everything. I was just saying that I love that. How when she's changing back, as each minute passes, a feather disappears.
Ah, okay.
Actually, this is something I was actually thinking about changing. Is the position that her hairpin is in. Thinking about moving this back here so it's not necessarily holding back her bangs, it's just sitting on her. It's just sitting in her hair. Alright, there's the microwave. So, be right back. Oh, and my water's running low, so I might as well fill that up too. Speaking of water break!
Okay. Water break.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
And I have garlic noodles.
And bon appetit.
Thank you. I'm also gonna let it cool for a little bit.
Don't want to burn your mouth.
Because I will do that. But I'm also hungry.
It's now or it's never, and I've got to decision. This time could be
Excuse me.
my moment. If this a miracle, a chance to fulfill my mission. I'm living in a dryland. The left is in a lost land. A heartbeat for demons. Always is in a siege land. I'm giving the balance, but I'm standing.
Although it just occurred to me that if I do decide to give her her own unique design, her own unique Kitty Noire design in the Twins comic, then that means that I'm probably going to want to design 2 different versions of Kitty Lumiere too. One that's for the twins, and one that's for the gender bend. Also, I've decided that Anna is 8 minutes older than Adrian. Because she does kind of have this whole older sister vibe to her, so it's like, yeah, she's the older twin. And she will remind him of it too. Like, you're my precious little brother by 8 minutes. It's like, no, it's my job to look after you because you're my little brother. By 8 minutes. It's like, you really let those 8 minutes go to your head.
My heart is a furnace, have a selling. My word of conflict, one goes what keeps me going. Take back what I lost to the bosses of greed and fear.
I already know that Anna and Hana would get along very well.
I'm ready, but I'm ready to take them
So yeah, Adriana and Hana would definitely get along.
constantly drawing nearer.
Although Hana is definitely far more hot-headed than Adriana is. Oh yeah, Fish. I don't know if I ever got to tell you this really awesome thing that happened. So we had somebody new join the roleplay group, and she already knew me from the Ager Twins comic. Yeah, from the Aggress Twins. And she's like, oh my gosh, I just realized you're the creator of my favorite comic, the Aggress Twins! Like,
Well, if that doesn't just make you smile and brighten your day.
the fact that this thing that I made is somebody's favorite thing is like, yeah.
You know, it's just as a creator, as like a creator of things, you for the most part, you make things for yourself. But you do hope that when you put them out into the world, that others will enjoy it. So
Yes.
to hear somebody say that this is their favorite thing, like this is their favorite bit of fan content, that just, it warms your heart
Yes.
and just makes you feel so good.
It's like, I do love hearing all of my friends telling me that they love my art and they love the comics and they love the stuff that I put out. But it's like, you guys were already my friends, and, you know, there's a level of expectancy for your friends to say, I like this thing that you made.
We're biased.
Yeah. But for somebody you don't even know to get all excited because they got to talk to you because you created something they enjoy, it's like, there is no better feeling. You know what else is awesome? She's an Adrian role player.
Aww.
Something about this face shape seems off. I feel like her face isn't rounded enough. Yeah. That's better. Yeah, that looks so much better. Ah, there's Adriana. zoom out a bit so I can eat a bit. Well, then I'm kind of wondering if I should maybe just go ahead and end the live stream early.
If
Like
you want to.
Cause like I do wanna actually finish Starlight's design. But like, there's nobody in the stream right now, and it's not like I'm working on the comic right now.
Yeah, okay.
You could end the YouTube stream and just keep drawing.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, you guys, so thank you to all of you for watching. There is a link in the description if you want to commission some art from me. And as always, I hope you all have a very magical day.